Amen is right, Barbara. What a way to start a worship service this morning. Welcome to the Clearwater Corps. We're glad that you've chosen to come to worship with us today. Today we recognize the community care ministry of the Clearwater Corps, the volunteers who faithfully serve, and with this in mind, we welcome Major Susie Erickson, who serves on the divisional staff, along with her husband David in Florida. And so we welcome them as our guests today. I'm going to ask them to stand, and would you welcome them this morning? Now, there have been a lot of interesting things taking place in the Corps this past week, and our Corps officer has a special announcement he'd like to make.
Thank you very much. Well, good morning. This is one of those wonderful Sundays where I get to sit back and someone else to minister to my wife, and we're very much looking forward to that from Major Susie Erickson. But I do have something I want to share with you this morning. I want to start by congratulating Tom Hanton and the staff that he has, our divisional music staff, for a wonderful day yesterday that we had here. Basically, it was the Spring Festival given by our music forces around the division, and incorporated in that festival there was a soloist competition. There were competitions for singers, for brass players, for dancers and prancers and everything else like that. And we being Clearwater, walked away with a couple of award winners. I'd like to make mention of a couple of folk. The brass group was separated by age. You had 11 to 14-year-old soloists, and you had 15 to 23-year-old soloists. So I'm delighted to say that in the 15 to 23-year-olds, Terry Wood got second place in the soloist competition. And Terry's not here today, apparently. It was a long and arduous weekend for Terry there. Yeah, Terry's not here apparently this morning, but nonetheless, congratulate him when you see him. And in the 11 to 14-year-old age group, we have a winner. The winner of that age group was none other than Troy Hanton. Stand up, Troy. And again, many congratulations to the divisional music staff and for all of those who competed. So thank you.
You know, it's nice to see back on the piano this morning Colonel John Bate. Colonel Bate. Colonel Bate and his wife Val have been having some health struggles, and it's just good to see you back and know that our prayers continue to be with both of you during these days. All right. Now, I would encourage you once again just to look through your copy of the source and be reminded of all the events and things that are taking place. You'll notice the opportunities for worship and service this week, but in addition to those regular scheduled activities, let me just remind Corps Cadets, you meet today following the Holiness meeting. And then other events during the week that aren't normally regularly scheduled. On Tuesday at 1:30, Pastoral Care meeting. Thursday at 2 p.m., the Worship Council. And then next Saturday at 8:30, all men are invited to the Men's Fellowship Club breakfast here. 8:30 next Saturday morning. Now, this week we've had a group of young people, Corps Cadets from the Hopkinsville Corps, who have been here. They've been serving and working throughout the Corps and throughout the service area for the Clearwater Corps over the week. They've had a great experience, and they've been a big help to the Clearwater Corps. Interesting, one of the young people, as they were getting ready to leave, said, you know what, as a result of all of this, I feel God's calling me to be an officer this week. You never know how God's going to work and what he's going to do. So pray for those Corps Cadets as they return back to Hopkinsville. Now, just a reminder, we said this several weeks ago, but there's a little book entitled I Am a Church Member, and it's by Thomas Rainier. There are 10 copies in the library, and our Corps officers invited us, encouraged us, wants us to read this book, 67 pages, 6 chapters. An easy read, but packed full of encouragement for us as members of the Clearwater Corps. So let me invite you, if you would, just to stop by the library, get there quickly, get one of the copies before they're all gone. All right. Now, encourage you to pay particular attention, if you would, to the back page, prayer list. But also a reminder that a memorial service will be held here at the Clearwater Corps for Major Ethel Stange next Sunday, April 15th at 1 p.m. Lunch will be served for those who would like to attend the memorial service. So if you would like to attend, invited to lunch and then the memorial service that will follow at 1 p.m. Now, it's always a joy to have visitors come and worship with us. So if you are a visitor this morning, or if it's been a while since you've been in Clearwater, we're going to invite you to stand. One of our ushers will bring a microphone and just ask you to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from. So if you're a visitor, please stand.
Hello, we're from England, Coventry. Hello, Captain Mike. Surprise, surprise.
Catch up.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
All right, forgive me, that was a moment.
No, we hadn't told Mike that we were coming. We're holidaying in Orlando, and we weren't sure whether we were going to be able to get here, so we came here just on spec, so to speak. So we're here just to say hello, enjoy the meeting, and we'll see you later. So we're here from Coventry City Corps of the Salvation Army in England. Thank you.
Amen. Okay, Wes.
Good morning. I'm Anita, and this is my husband, David. We're Anita and David Hinson, and we are soldiers of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Roxborough Corps.
Good morning. My name is Shannon Howard, and I am a soldier at the Dallas Temple Corps in Dallas, Texas, and I am here visiting my mother and my grandmother, Jane Smith.
And I'm Dorothy Smith, and I'm stationed at National Headquarters. I'm here visiting Mom and Grandpa.
Amen.
My wife usually doesn't give me the chance to speak. My name is Bob Whipple, and this is my lovely wife of almost 50 years, Trina. We're here wintering, of course. We're snowbirds from Canada, and we've taken up a friendship with Elizabeth and Gordon, and they've been so kind to invite us here.
Amen.
And this morning we bring the prayers of that tragic event in Canada, and hopefully we'll remember them in prayer through the coming weeks.
That tragic event had to do with a hockey team, didn't it? Yeah.
Hello, my name is Dion Upward. I'm from Paradise, Newfoundland, Canada. We're visiting from the St. John Citadel Corps. I'm here with my wife, Lori, and my daughter, Alina, who is up on the stand and is going to perform for you in a moment.
Amen. Good.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Charles and April Strickland, USA West, from Tucson Temple Corps, visiting our son and his fiancee, Michael, who will be married. Michelle will be married in 6 weeks. So we enjoy worshiping with you, and God bless you.
Well, we welcome our guests, our visitors, and encourage you anytime you're in the area to come and to worship with us. Now we've come into his house, we've gathered in his name. Let's worship together.